Do you feel like you're lazy? Do you feel like you know what you want, but you just don't have the physical motivation to just get everything you need to get done? Number 1, the day starts yesterday, or rather last night. Anything that will take you 20 minutes in the morning will take you 10 minutes at night. Think about it. In the morning where you're sluggish, kind of lazy, kind of tired, you didn't get your morning coffee yet, and now you have to choose out an outfit. Now you have to prepare and get ready for work. Every single night before I go to sleep, I prepare my outfit. I like to try things on first, see what I need to get done that day, and find an outfit that matches. If I have a meeting or event, I might choose to wear something formal. I always check the forecast. If it's going to be cold, I want to prepare something warm. Doing all this in the morning is such a big process where if you do it the night before and just prepare in advance, you can wake up with a clear mind and just put what you have ready on. I'm a photographer. I film, I take pictures. So for me, charging my batteries is a very important task. Let's say I have my first shoot at 12 o'clock. I could wake up at 9, scramble to find my charger, plug it in, and let it charge for 2 hours before my gig. Or I could charge it the night before and then put the battery right back in the camera in the bag, waiting to be used the next morning. Every night, I take a look at my calendar and decide if the things that I'm going to be doing the next day are here, by my desk, or outside. And in either case, I either prepare a mug with my coffee in it, obviously not the milk and water, but just the physical coffee, or I prepare a cup with a disposable lid on it, just like this. That way, when I wake up, I can prepare my coffee right away, put on my outfit, take what I need, and get on the move. You probably know this very well. Nothing, literally nothing, is worse than waking up and knowing that you have stuff to do, but not really knowing what it is that you have to get done. Now, we're gonna circle back to the calendar, but now I want to address something else. Number 2, make your bed right when you wake up. It's very easy to wake up and just go about your day, but making your bed as soon as you wake up will automatically give your room or your workspace a much cleaner look and also sets you on the right path to have a successful day. For me, making my bed in the morning has become routine, and it's very symbolic of starting my day and beginning to get work done. Obviously, avoid social media in the morning. Let's say you open social media and you see something that alters your mood. That can affect you the entire day. In contrast, waking up and making your bed sets the tone to get things done. Number 3, get a clipboard. Obviously, you can keep track of your tasks using the internet or your phone, such as Notes, Google Docs, your calendar, maybe a smart assistant like Alexa. However, nothing is like a physical, tangible clipboard, and let me tell you why. Your phone has so much on it. It's not geared for your productivity. It's geared for your general utility and entertainment. However, the physicality of the clipboard just puts everything as it is right in front of your eyes. This is very easy to look at in the morning and very easy to look over before you go to sleep at night. Now, this clipboard has everything. If I owe you money, it's on this clipboard. If you owe me money, it's on this clipboard. My contacts are on this clipboard. Addresses I'm gonna need to go to are on this clipboard. Directions I'm gonna need are on this clipboard. In fact, even on certain days, the 5 boroughs subway map is printed out on this clipboard. Number 4, plot out your calendar completely. Obviously, you don't have to stick to this system like glue, but it's very, very good to have the security of a secure and stable schedule built out for you so you know what you need to do that day. I spend about 1 hour a week opening up Google Docs and putting in by the date, by the time, everything and anything that is going to be going on that week. That includes doing laundry, that includes my gigs, that includes cleaning. Everything is on there, and I'm going to dive into how to organize this in just a minute. Number 5, don't go to bed with the mess. Every single day before I go to sleep, I clean my room because there's nothing like waking up in the morning to a wreck. It sets the tone for a completely unproductive day. Also, in my work, I'm constantly meeting new clients. I'm constantly meeting new people. And very often, I need to meet them in my house by my desk. Having a clean environment at all times just makes this so much easier. Number 6, write down every single dollar you spend. This is really going to highlight what you should be cutting back on and what you could invest a little bit more into. A lot of people are very into don't buy the latte, don't buy anything, make yourself suffer, don't spend a single dollar. I'm not like that. I'm very into getting the latte. Spend your money in ration. Just be responsible and make sure you have the right amount of money to accomplish everything that it is that you want to do. I write down everything, whether it's a business expense, whether it's a personal expense, somewhere I traveled, something I'm working on. I always put down what it costed me. Feeling like you have some debts and not being able to keep track of them is really, really hard. It's very uncomfortable, especially when you see these people on a daily basis. Writing down what you owe helps you remember that you need to pay these back, and it really puts everything into perspective when you're about to put money down on something. You can also write down all your invoices, everyone who owes you money. It's very important to have that written down because very often you forget. I admit sometimes it's very difficult to keep track of who my clients are and how much they each owe me for each project. Writing this all down is going to help you so much because you'll be able to spit out these numbers confidently when it's time to ask for the money. I'm not sure what number we're up to, but here's the next one. Be mindful of favors. Now, favors are a beautiful thing. Sometimes something that can be so easy and simple for us to do can mean so much to someone else. And very often I get all kinds of questions, comments, and people reaching out to me being like, hey, can you convert this file? I just don't know how to do it, or I need this, or I need that. Can you come over, whatever it is? Can you work with me on this? Can you finish this project? Very often it's so easy for me to just be like, yeah, that is a wonderful project. I like what you're doing. I'm feeling inspired in the moment. I'm motivated in the moment, and I sign up. What you don't realize is that you only have 24 hours in a day. And very often, all these small favors that you offer to do add up. And now you're committed and you're tasked with the uncomfortable task of telling the people that you need to back out. Anytime someone asks me for a favor, I say, let me just take a look at my calendar, because I really want to make sure that I'm not going to commit to something that I cannot actually fulfill. You might feel like a bad person saying no, but think of it like this. Wouldn't you prefer if someone just told you that they can't do it versus them saying yes and then pulling out when you need it the most? Another helpful tip is to always offer a resource or a contact to help the person still get their task done. So let's say someone reaches out to me and says they need help converting a file. I'll say, hey, I'd love to help you, but I can't prioritize this before my paid projects right now. Here is a website that can help you convert the file. Here's a contact who also may be able to help you for your needs. Doing this and being mindful of the favors I offered really helped me with my integrity and saving time. The next one is clothing is everything. A lot of people think that how you're perceived is 50% demeanor and 50% appearance. It's actually neither of those. Right when someone sees you, it's 100% appearance, and then as they get to know you, it slowly goes down to completely demeanor and nothing about appearance. The first perception that someone has of you is very deeply established in their brain, and it's not conscious. It's something that is practically impossible to undo. Even if you end up making a good impression with your demeanor, your appearance is a very big deal. On that note, something that I always do is I have 2 outfits always prepared offhand. These are clean, fresh outfits. One is formal and one is a little bit more simple. So if an event or a meeting pops up that I need to be in an hour, I have a beautiful outfit just waiting for me. That way you could go in looking like you're prepared and you're fresh. The way people perceive you is very important for getting jobs, building relationships, and making connections. Imagine that you get called for an important meeting that can be very beneficial for you, and you end up showing up with whatever you have on because it would just take too long to go looking for a suit. Having 2 beautiful outfits on call is going to help you always make better impressions because there are going to be more times than you think that you're going to need them. The next one is your sleep schedule. Now, there are so many videos on the internet about people talking about the sleep schedule and how to go about it. For me, none of them really resonated with me because I would always fall into the bad habit of staying up really, really late. What I was able to implement, however, is that every single morning I wake up before 10 a.m. no matter what, and I make it my business to be out of bed before 10 a.m. For me, this is the best way to quickly push myself right back on track after a bad night, because if I wake up at 10 a.m., even if I'm a little bit tired, when the night rolls around, I'm going to be so tired that I'm bound to go to bed at a normal hour. If I'm really busy or sometimes just watching YouTube, I can sometimes justify staying up that late because I know that I'm going to be up in the morning no matter what. And that discipline really helps me fix my sleep schedule. The next one is to optimize the resources you have. Obviously, you should take advantage of Google Calendar, Alexa, or whatever else you have. For me, I have my smart devices going off every couple of hours, letting me know what tasks I still need to get done. Now, when life gets real and you have work, school, your personal career, your artist career, and so on, emails become very, very important. Here's a couple of one-time optimizations that you can do and some tricks and hacks that are going to step up your email game so that you can be much more on schedule and perceived a lot more professional than you actually might be. You might think it's too formal, but I always open up my emails addressing the person by their first name. Think about it. When you're reaching out to someone, it's typically because you want something from them or you want them to do something for you. You may have heard this before, but people's name is the sweetest sound to their ears. So why not take advantage of that and address the person formally? So I might say, hello, Jennifer. There are always people who are way too formal and they seem like douchebags. So instead of going with a comma, I'm going to go with an exclamation mark because I'm a very excited person. If I actually saw Jennifer, I would say, hi, Jennifer. The first thing I typically say in any email is I reflect on the last interaction we had. So let's say we spoke earlier. I'm going to start off by saying, I really enjoyed our meeting earlier today. Now is the time to say whatever it is that you want to talk about. But here is an example. Now, I always sign off my emails with kind regards, all the best, or just something nice. It might seem formal, but why not take advantage of this good opportunity to make a good impression? Instead of putting in my entire name, because I feel like that makes you way too formal and not approachable, I'll just put in my first name, Rafi. And what I like to do is I like to highlight it and go for a font that looks as if it's handwritten. Now you'll notice this, and I'm going to talk about that later. But before we do, I want to talk about the subject. A lot of people ignore the subject bar, and I don't know why. It is so important. But you'll notice that instead of writing a subject before my email, I always type up my full email, and Google somehow magically comes up with a fantastic idea of what to do for my subject. And you click tab, and it writes it in. Article on extinct species. When someone is looking through all their emails and they see your name in the subject bar, they might click it a little bit sooner. So now I'm just going to write this to myself because whatever. And now here's another fantastic trick. Very often you're doing work really, really late. It could be midnight. It could be way into the morning. Sending emails at such late hours just doesn't seem professional. So what I do is I always schedule my emails for 8 a.m. And this makes me seem so sophisticated because it seems as if I sent this email at 8 a.m. and I was even awake at 8 a.m. And let me tell you, I was not. Now that that's sent. Now you'll notice if I go to any of my sent emails, I said, hi, my name is Rafi Barides, blah, 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 whatever it was. I let them know my information. Now you'll notice this. This is automatic. I didn't have to type this out. This is a one-time thing. I started with a picture of me because it's much more personable. It's much more memorable. People connect to faces. It's so easy to take advantage of that and add a picture of you to your automatic signature. I added my Instagram because Instagram has all my proudest work. It's there. You just need to click it. I obviously added all my contact information and my website, which I'm also really proud of. I obviously put my name, creator, which is what I do. I create, and RBM, my company. So the way you do this is you go to Google and you go to this website, which I'm going to link down below. It's completely free. And all you have to do is put in your name, upload a picture, copy and paste, and you're good to go. You could set it as an automatic signature that you use in all your emails. I think it's in settings. When you scroll down, you're going to see signature. And all you have to do is paste it one time, and it's going to be in all your emails from that moment and on. If you're anything like me, you struggle from extreme laziness. And in the beginning, it's kind of easy because you really just have your art that you focus on when you're young. But then you have responsibilities, work, school, laundry, taking out the garbage, and so many other things that just need to get done. Sending invoices, responding to emails, making phone calls, waking up on time. It's just so difficult sometimes. If you're anything like me, you find it all really, really difficult and you end up pushing yourself more than you should, and then you burn out. These mindsets help me make money, get all my work done, work on art, and get the basic necessities done. So that's it for today. If you guys found these tips helpful, please do yourself a favor and like and subscribe. I'm going to be putting out content like this twice a week. I release videos on Monday and Thursday and sometimes on Saturday night. My content is going to be very helpful for the up-and-coming artist like yourself. So you might want to subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for being here. You are amazing.